Now, financial expert Mutisunge Zulu has described the $6.3 billion bilateral debt restructuring as a fair deal for Zambia and its official creditors. Mr. Zulu says the agreed lower interest rates and increase in the number of years for the debt to be repaid will help the country fulfill its debt obligation. He adds that the clinched debt restructuring deal will enable the country to build capacity to repay the debt within the agreed period. Mr. Zulu has since urged the government to hasten engagement with private creditors on the $6.8 billion debt overhang that has eroded investor confidence.
You are looking at Zambia benefiting from breathing space and capacity that has been created, while at the same time the lender, that the other banks, hypothetically speaking, that have lent Zambia money will still get their money, but they've structured a deal over a longer period. That is what makes it landmark. The other landmark issue would be just the spirit behind the whole restructure. You can see how many nations, how many multilaterals, the World Bank, the IMF. This deal was brokered by the co-chair of the Official Creditors Committee, who was the President of France, Emmanuel Macron.
After returning from Paris, France, President Hakainde Hichilema emphasized the need to work hard, which Mr. Zulu echoes on the part of Zambia's private creditors.
We'll have a number of agreements being signed, because when you're dealing with bilateral lenders, there are so many lenders, so you have all those multiple agreements with them, because it's a legally binding type of agreement. Then after that, the second step is the private lenders. You've also got your Eurobond holders. So the work has just begun.
Henceforth, what does the conclusion of the debt restructuring process with the official creditors translate into?
But with this restructure process then progressing in an acceptable and favorable fashion, you expect to see more foreign direct investment, because a number of investors were sitting on the fence. You know, they were not so sure about Zambia, but with certainty, you're going to see more flows coming into Zambia. With more flows, it means that there will be more monies flowing through the veins of Zambia's economy.
With the deal reached, Zambia should engage in production-based activities aimed at enhancing revenue generation that will build capacity to service the debt once it becomes due.